Howdy folks, coming at you live Monday, April 26th, 2021. Starting to feel a little bit of that heat rolling around the corner. It's not bad yet, but it's getting there. About 81, 82 degrees today, and I think we're going to put in a few plants. The cold weather seems like it's gone for now. We're going to have some temperatures into the probably mid 50s, which is kind of cool, but it's not too cold for your tomatoes. The highs in the day this week are going to be up in the mid 80s, and that tells me it's time to go. But these are an update on our plants. I got these Brandywine, they're looking strong. Some Early Girl, a few cherry tomatoes. We've given a few away. And these are Black Krim, they're looking really good. And I've put them, I think I put the seeds in about, it's been about a month. So these plants are ready to go. These pepper plants were actually started by a friend down the road. He sells plants and he does a really good job, so I can't take credit on those, but I'm gonna put them in. But today I think we're gonna put some Brandywine in and maybe a couple Black Krim. But you just want to make sure when you got your plants in these Tupperware totes that you keep a little bit of water in the bottom of them, because when they're in direct sunlight it will toast them, and if they get too dried out they'll croak, man. You also don't want to leave them out in a downpour or like a hailstorm. Yesterday we had hail come through up here, and thankfully we didn't have any plants out, but you just never know about the elements, what they're gonna bring. But you just want to keep these little Tupperware totes, keep a little bit of water in the bottom of them, and that'll ensure they don't get too dried out. Another few words of advice: when you have your plants out, you want to make sure your pets don't want to get in them or can't get in them, because for whatever reason that seed starting mix, our dog Tasha has just like hadn't been able to contain herself around it. She's like wanted to root around in a few of my little totes and I had to get on to her 2 or 3 times. But you know, you just got to make sure it's out of reach from the animals or out of traffic. Another thing we like to do is cover up our soil with this plastic. It actually kind of heats up the ground under it, and we've had some pretty good luck using this black plastic kind of to keep the weeds down before we plant, and also it just intensifies the heat under the surface. I do know people that have planted and used it for mulch, but I'm probably not going to go that far. I just like to kind of kill off weeds with it. It usually works pretty decent after you break the ground up. I think our little buddy was kind of mad that I moved the plastic. Little froggy. Over the years we've amended it and added compost and fertilizer, manure, just all kind of stuff, and it's turned into pretty decent dirt. But you want to just make sure your plants have plenty of room to breathe, so always make sure you have more space instead of less. You want good air circulation, especially down here in the south, where sometimes it gets up to high 90s, you know, even up in the triple digits a few days of the summer. Some days the feel like temperature might be 110, so you want to make sure your plants have plenty of good, rich, deep soil, and plenty of room to breathe. But we're going to put a few plants in today, and I'm just kind of getting a couple rows broke up. But this is my old trusty Brazilian hoe. I've had a couple hoes, but this is my favorite hoe. It does really good. You can work around plants with it, and if I keep it sharp, it'd be even better. But I've had a few of these, and they do pretty good on what little gardening I do. But you don't have to have a big tractor or tiller or all kind of expensive implements. You can do a lot with just a few tools, and like I said, really surprise yourself. You know, sometimes we have some amazing crops, sometimes, you know, not so amazing, but more oftentimes than not, we have some pretty good plants from just what we put in it. We've got a few of our maters in. We put in 7 of the Brandywine. We're gonna put in 3 Black Grim, and sun's starting to go down, so we might have to take a little break till tomorrow. But we've got them watered in, and like I said, it don't take a whole lot. You just start you a few seeds up and get you some good dirt going, and make sure you go on and put some cages around your plants. Even though they're small, go on and put them around there, because the last thing you want is a pet or an animal coming in that night digging them up after you spent 6 weeks trying to get them raised up and planted. So last thing you want is something trashy. Go on and protect them with a few cages, and like I said, they're not foolproof, but at least it serves as a barrier between the seedling or the plant and the forces of nature. So I hope you all enjoyed this excerpt, and we're going to plant these last few, and we will resume this operation tomorrow. Peace.